Hello everyone, I'm back here today at Drumclog in the beautiful Scottish sunshine. So obviously in one of the last videos I rode indoors at the barn, which is just behind me there. David let me in there for a bit when it was pretty nasty and raining, but it is glorious weather out here now, and obviously I wanted to come back and have a go at some of the outdoor stuff we've got, which is, there's loads of it. There's all the big Lego blocks there, there's the drop and roll boxes here, there's loads more stuff over there. It's such a cool setup they've got here, and yeah, at some point I want to talk more about David and all the work that he's doing, like to try and promote bike trials in Scotland and Britain and everything else, because it's quite inspirational hearing him talk about his passion about this kind of stuff. But for now I'm going to do some riding, and then I might talk about that a bit more in a bit. Right, let's get the bike out and have a hop. Oh, if you haven't already, please go and subscribe, and yeah, let's see how this goes.
Same dream, and I dream it all the time. Strangely, it's a big confusion of what is yours and what is mine. When I try to amend, it goes over again, and it keeps on repeating till the end, every single time. I've been having that same dream, and I'm dreaming all the time. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I've had an awesome ride here so far, and this is only like paddock 1. There's a whole other bit over there which I'm hopefully going to go and ride in a minute, but I just wanted to stop because I needed to take a rest, because resting is important. My shoulders hurt and everything. But I also wanted to talk about this place, about Scottish Bike Trial, and about David Johnston, who I've only just met really a couple of days ago when I rode indoors at the barn, and we had a really good chat then about his role in sort of all of this and in Scottish Bike Trial and Bike Trial in the UK, because obviously David is Finn Johnston's dad. Finn's one of the best trials riders in Scotland, but David appears to be the real driving force behind having all of this stuff here, but not just all this equipment and as a space for people to come and train in and stuff. It's also his role as an ambassador for the sport, and he's doing stuff with coaching. He's coming down to the Malvern Classic with us next week, where he's just bringing a load of bikes down so that kids can have a go and try trials and try a trials bike for the first time. And I mean, there's so much stuff that we were talking about from corporate social responsibility. So David, obviously this is a pretty substantial operation they've got going on here, not just the trial stuff, but they've got the livery stables with the horses. He's got his own accountancy business. There's a lot of things happening, and the way that he's so involved with this, very similar I think to kind of like Kelly Rolls and Carl and Sarah Waitman, it's amazing. And you know, like I've obviously got to take my hat off to my mum and dad, who put loads of effort into me getting into trials when I was younger and driving me to competitions and stuff. But this is really next level kind of stuff, not just having, you know, all the terrain, but actually being involved at a real grassroots level. Like David was talking to me about so much stuff that I don't even really understand about Scottish cycling and Scottish cross country and all the coaching stuff. And the 2 times I've seen him, he's like, oh, he keeps saying like, I wish I could do more. And they have like evenings 3 nights a week where they just have kids who come here for free and have a go on trials bikes and do coaching and stuff, and it's like a proper club. And a whole bunch of them should be here in a bit. I think he said there's like 15 or 20 local kids that come and have a go, and that is frankly incredible. I mean, I didn't know there were that many trials riders in Scotland, but this is the thing, there probably weren't, but because of David and Scottish Bike Trial and Finn and all the hard work they've put in here, it's amazing. And this is literally given me so much inspiration to go back to Cornwall and think, right, we need to start seeing if we can get kids onto bikes as well, and see if we can have, you know, a night every once a week or something and build it up from there, because it's a really impressive way of building the sport. And a lot of people talk about that. A lot of people are like, oh, we want to build the sport, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do with like the Malvern Classic. And we'll find out how that goes next week. By the time this video comes out, the Malvern Classic will already have happened, and whether it was a disaster or a massive success, you'll be able to know. But trying to get trials in front of more people, and you know, David's coming down to that with us, like I said, but he's also got all of this here. So I just want to say a massive thank you to David. And yeah, I've not met Finn, but obviously he's played a huge role in this, and everything else. It's made my trip to Scotland, my trip to Scotland has been amazing as it is, but this is really, you know, wonderful as well. And it's great to see, you know, all the drop and roll stuff here as well. They've donated that, and there's loads of stuff here that's been put forward by, you know, local people that just want to help out, and that's really like encouraging and heartwarming and stuff, that there's people who are that excited about it up here, and I hope we can try and replicate some of that down in Cornwall. So yeah, well, enough of that. I'm going to see if I can get back on the bike for another hour, have a hop around and show you some of the other stuff we've got over there, and then I've got a couple more hours driving on to where my next show is tomorrow. So let's see how this goes.